CNY woman enjoys yarn therapy. I'm working on a blanket that I started tonight during Michelle's live. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I thought I'd come on and show you what it looks like and give you the link to the pattern I'm using. So we'll see if anybody shows up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wowzers. 5, 6, 7. Hi, Kristen. Yeah, this is what the blanket looks like. It is, believe it or not, it's Brand Homespun. And I tagged it in the video. So you can go right to Walmart and buy it. The reason I bought it was this color, Montana Sky, is blue. And it's on sale for like $4.77 or something crazy like that. Or $4.47. So I tagged it. So if anybody wants to go buy it, they can go buy it. They limit you to 5 skeins. So it's only that color that's that price. So I had to do 2 separate orders. The 6th skein comes tomorrow because this blanket pattern that I linked in the description takes 6. Although I think my blanket's going to be short. This is how this is working up. And I think my blanket's going to be shorter than what they say. So I am using a 9mm hook. So, and it's like, I don't even know what the repeat is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. It's a ripple. So, I mean, it's your plain old ripple. And I think I just did 1 skein. 1 thing too many. Hang on. Let me see what the heck I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, did I not do enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I went in the wrong stitch. That's what I did. I think I went in the wrong stitch. Yep. I was like, why is my count off? That is why my count is off. Because I went into the wrong stitch. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I got to do 3 in the top. And I like this hook. It's a waves hook. It does have a little bit of a bevel in there. It's hard to see, but there's a tiny bit of a bevel. Let me get straightened out here. So 1, rearrange here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, thanks for coming in and chatting, Kristen. I appreciate that. I know it's kind of late. I don't know how many people I'm actually going to get, but we'll see. I don't usually go to bed until 10, so I'm good to go. Okay, cool. Well, I wasn't sure whether Granny D and those guys were going to stay on for another hour or whatever, but I decided I was going to go live. So I did. Not much happened at work today. It was pretty quiet. For the last hour, I was throwing out paper. We keep all our packing slips and everything like that, and we index them. So I was taking out the old ones out of our page protectors and recycling the paper. So it was pretty boring for that last hour, and by the time I got done, my hands were black because I'd handled so much paper. I had to go wash my hands before I could leave work. But we had an employee appreciation lunch today. So we had pasta and chicken parm and meatballs, and they made us special cookies with an edible fondant that, like you can lay the paper on it. It's edible paper. Like some sugar cookies with our logo on them. So that was kind of nice. And then we got like a cup koozie, whatever you call it, to keep your can of soda cold. So that was nice. And then let's see. Kristen says, hubby left work early because he has a second technical interview about the tech that is this afternoon. I convinced him to go to Costco afterwards. Cool. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we had clients in today too. I just goofed this up again, I think. Hang on. Oh, glory, hallelujah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we had clients in today, and we always provide them with lunch when they're coming for factory acceptance testing. And we ordered in from Dinosaur Barbecue today, which is in Syracuse. They've been here for millions of years, and they've opened other locations, but it's some of the best barbecue in Syracuse that you can get. So we had leftovers that our clients hadn't touched, which included pulled chicken, pulled pork, macaroni and cheese, rolls, baked beans. So I helped myself. They put it out in the employee kitchen after the clients are done with it, and they're not going to eat anymore. So they put that out, and I helped myself to some pulled pork and some macaroni and cheese. So I had leftovers from the restaurant last night when we went out to eat. My friend took me out to eat, and we actually did get out to eat, which was good. He was reliable this time. He showed up. And the restaurant's like 5 minutes away from my house, so that was good. So I had a blackened onion burger with cheddar cheese. So we had like cheese curds and some others and pretzel sticks, baked pretzel sticks with cheese, honey mustard, and bourbon butter. So, and it was as good as it sounds. And you dip the pretzel sticks into the honey mustard, and then you put them into the bourbon butter. And that was quite the treat. So I filled up on cheese curds and pretzel sticks. And by the time dinner came, I only had a few fries and a couple of bites of the hamburger and had the hamburger to bring home with me. He had, what did he have? He had a Texas burger. I can't remember what was on that, but. And then they provide like pub chips is one of the other things they have. So he had pub chips. It's a nice little restaurant. It's in a former Burger King restaurant that they've renovated when Burger King closed. So we'll see. So it's all about food tonight, basically. So now I have dinner for like all 3 nights. I had my hamburger, part of my hamburger tonight. I'm going to eat a little bit more of it before I go to bed and finish it up. Tomorrow night I'll have probably the pulled pork, and then I'll have chicken parm and some meatballs on Sunday night. And I'm going to my goddaughter's indoor percussion show tomorrow afternoon. That's up at the local school. And I'll get to see her show for the first time. So that'll be good. And I have my stadium seat, so I will have a back on my seat sitting in the bleachers. So that'll be good. Let's see. Kristen says, I grabbed a pasta salad at Costco. It wasn't bad. Just need some more acid on some tomorrow when I have some. When I have some more. Yeah, and that's good about having a seat back. Yeah, because it's a long show. It's a couple hours long. They have a bunch of different groups. Like the middle school performs first. Then they have some other groups. Then they have the high school groups. And then they do the announcing of all the scores at the end. So it's a couple hours. I don't know that I'm going to stay for the whole thing. We'll see. And I donated a blanket that they're going to auction off. It's like a silent auction, basically. Or a raffle. I'm not quite sure what it is, whether it's a raffle or a silent auction. But yeah, I donated that teal blanket that I made that was MJ's off the hook 2-day throw blanket, and it used 4 skeins of Bernat Blanket Perfect phasing in deep teal. So that was good. And then my friend, who I had dinner with last night, had heard about the auction, and he donated an Atari type console that you plug into your smart TV, and it plays 130 Atari games. He had bought it and never used it. So he was like, yeah, it's still in the box. Never used it. Like, okay, you really want to donate it? Go right ahead. Because he's into kind of purging stuff he's not using. So it all worked out. And then Sunday, I'm going to drive out to my aunt's, who lives about 45 to 50 minutes away from me. The one who just lost her husband like 3 weeks ago. And I'm going to go see her. And her daughter is up visiting from Florida, helping her with lawyer stuff and all that kind of stuff. I think we talked about how her brother was not doing good stuff. There's a little family drama there. I won't go into it. But the brother is no longer going to be welcome at the house. He kind of helped himself to some stuff. Titles to vehicles that are not his. I guess with the idea he was going, that I don't know what he thought, but he was wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so they're changing the locks on the house. But they're handling everything with a lawyer, including her will. She's redoing her will, so my other cousin, who is her niece, and her husband are going to be the executors of her will. So none of the children are going to be executors on her will. So there will be no question as to, what the instructions are and getting rid of things and all of that. So makes me glad I have a will. I had one drawn up years ago when I was going to have surgery. And my best friend is my executor. She's also my healthcare proxy because I don't have siblings, so it behooves me to have somebody who knows what my wishes are. One, two, three, four. Something's off here. Oh, what is off? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was what was off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're just going to skip one and make it work. Yep, anything I can do to make the pattern work out is what I am going to do. Kristen said, for Pete's sake, I did it again, and Beautiful Earth is here and says hello. I'm so tired I didn't even notice, Kristen, until you pointed it out. Yeah, this is a relatively easy pattern. It's your traditional ripple. Like so. Really easy to do. I did link to the free pattern from Lion Brand. It takes 6 skeins of Lion Brand Homespun, and I'm using Montana Sky. And you can get the yarn in this color from Walmart. I think it's like $4.47 right now for this particular color. They limit you to 5. So I had to do an order of 5 and then a couple days later do an order of 1. And I'm sure they're all going to be the same dye lot. It's Walmart. They got tons of stuff. Hi, Madeline. Welcome in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. And Madeline says hi. Kristen says hi, Madeline. And Madeline says hi, everyone. We're getting there. So like I said, I'm using a 9mm hook, a ripple pattern that's free from Lion Brand that I linked in the description. And I'm going to use 6 skeins of Lion Brand Homespun for this blanket. I don't know how big it's going to wind up being though, because this gauge seems awfully off. I don't know. I'll have to measure this when I'm done. I may end up with just a baby blanket, which is fine. It'll be pretty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You should have seen me. I tried to knit with this first, and it was like cast 166 stitches on, and it was crazy. So I flipped back to crochet. I'd started out and I misread it, and I only read that it was a size N hook, and I thought I was using a 10mm hook, and I thought this is awfully loose, and it said an N hook but 9mm in the pattern. So I went back and grabbed a 9mm hook, and when I pulled it out, and it was a lot better with a 9mm hook. And Kristen wants to know, what are you working on now, Madeline? This doesn't seem right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something's awry. Something's very awry. Something is awry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what's awry. Okay. Sorry, I had to count. No worries. Welcome in, guys. My name's Mindy. I come to you from Syracuse, New York. I'm working on a homespun blanket with a 9mm crochet hook. And you're welcome to hang out with me if you'd like to. So we'll see how this goes. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you could. That would be helpful. So that's basically what's going on in my little world. Drumline show tomorrow. Visiting my aunt on Sunday and my cousin. And then they have to go to calling hours because her brother-in-law passed away. One of her brother-in-laws. So one of the brothers of my uncle that just died passed away himself. So that's crazy. So, and my other uncle, who has dementia and was in the hospital, has been released to a nursing home for short-term rehab. So that's good. And then we'll see where all we go from there, because I don't know where we go from there. I don't think they know where they go from there either. And then next week, my aunt moves, and I'm going to see. We'll move into assisted living near me, so I will be able to see her more often. Let's see. Kristen says the restoration people will be here Monday for a walkthrough and to discuss the project. Oh, good. That's great. So we're coming pretty good on this. It's about yay long. Do I have a, yes, I do. Hang on one second. Oh, glory, hallelujah. I have a, yeah, so this is right to there. So that's about 5 inches right now. So this is going to wind up being probably a baby blanket. Kristen said, oh man, I just realized a couple massage type items I need to check tomorrow. See if they got affected by the flood. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Take it easy. It's no problem. I checked tonight, but hubby's in bed right above me, and one of them is loud. Oh, gotcha. I forgot I have them. I got them from Costco years ago. Oh, okay. I don't know why I started a ripple blanket. I already have a ripple blanket going with the mandala, but I guess ripple is where it's at these days. Hang on. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I like the look of it. I mean, a solid color of homespun's kind of weird, but I think it'll be okay. You know, I mean, if it comes out baby blanket size, it comes out baby blanket size. It's fine. It's a gorgeous jewel tone, which is my favorite type of color, says Kristen. Yeah, like I said, it's called Montana Sky, and I did link to it. I tagged the product in Walmart. So if you want to order it, you can. But you don't have to. I boycott Walmart, that and Hobby Lobby. Yeah. Everybody's got to do what they got to do. Absolutely. I don't begrudge anyone. Yep. Yeah. I got invited by a friend. He's like, yeah, my friend that lives in Binghamton had bought tickets for Celtic Woman in Wilkes-Barre. It's Sunday night. And he's like, my mom couldn't go with me. She's been sick. She can't go with me. Do you want to go with me? I'm like, I got to be at work at 7:30 on Monday morning. I'm not driving to Wilkes-Barre from Binghamton to go see a show and then get up at 5:30 in the morning in order to get back to work on time. I'm not doing it. So I think he's going to see it by himself, or he'll sell the tickets. Heck, I've used my sister in a loophole past 2 Christmases. They've had Walmart exclusive woobles that I wanted. Oof. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, it is. I mean, I appreciate the offer, but the timing was wrong. If it had been Saturday night, I would have been all over it. But not Sunday night, especially after a time change, too. because we're having the time change this weekend, which will be even more fun. Yeah. Yeah. This is coming along. It looks good. Oh, totally. Oh, ouch. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yep. I mean, I don't think about it because my cell phone automatically changes, to the correct time. But I'll try and go to bed an hour earlier, because we will lose that hour of sleep. So, when I worked the night shift, I always loved working the springtime change. Yeah. And Kristen says, an 11-hour shift instead of 12, I'll take it. And Ronnie's here and says hi and says, I'm playing Sims free play. Cool. And Kristen says, hi, Ronnie. So I'm working on a ripple homespun blanket in the color Montana Sky. I linked to the free pattern. It uses a 9mm hook. And I got the yarn at Walmart, and it was pretty cheap there. So I tagged the product. I think it was like $4.47 or something like that. In just this color. No other colors are on sale like that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Be right back, says Ronnie. Okay. pull out the other end here. Hang on one second. Glory, hallelujah. Can't tell where that end is. It doesn't really matter. I'm so far into it now, it's not even funny. All right. Welcome in. I'm crocheting on a ripple blanket out of Lion Brand Homespun. I'm using a 9mm hook. Get that in focus. 9mm hook. And I've linked to the free Lion Brand pattern. So you can make one of these if you want to too. If you have 6 skeins of Lion Brand Homespun laying around, you could make a blanket too. Two, three, four, 5, 6, and 7. Glory, hallelujah. Sorry, I gotta pull out the end. other end so I can actually crochet. One. I've knit and crocheted with it. I made my parents a beautiful blanket with it one time. The week I had off of work when I got my wisdom teeth out. I had like all 4 wisdom teeth taken out at once. And I was off for a week and I was on painkillers. And I would wake up and I'd crochet and I'd knit. And I was knitting on like size 11 needles. So I don't know what size that is. I don't know how many millimeters that is. I should know, but I don't know. Let's see. Okay, this is metric. So size 11 is an 8 millimeter needle. So I was knitting with an 8 millimeter needle and I was doing feather and fan, which is kind of like ripple, only with knitting. And I made them a beautiful blanket in a week. Maybe it's because I was on painkillers that it wasn't so bad. And I made shawls with it. I've knitted shawls with it before. And this is the first time I've really crocheted with it. But because I'm using a larger crochet hook, I think that's why I'm not having problems. And this does have, you can barely see it. See that little indent right there when I turn it? You get, what you call it? Good, it grabs the yarn well. And I'm going to have to end the live because I'm getting a low power warning on my phone. So we want to end the live, I believe. I think that would be a good idea. And I think I have to ball this up too. I think I have to ball up my yarn. Possibly. Maybe not. I think we're okay. I don't know what it's doing. It's doing weird things. And Ronnie says hi again. Ronnie, I'm going to have to go because I'm getting a low power warning on my phone. So I'm going to go now. Have a good night.